During the presidential campaigns, Trump blasted policies that don't punish companies for moving production overseas in order to avoid taxes and to pay foreign workers less money than they would be required to pay in the US. Trump promised to end those practices, to punish companies that did so, and that he would be the greatest jobs president God ever made because of that promise. As it turns out, Trump is doing nothing of the kind. He has, instead, raised tariffs on allied countries because he insists that they've taken advantage of the US. The result of this will be more companies shifting production overseas to avoid those tariffs and taking away manufacturing jobs from American workers in the process. The first company to announce that they'll be shifting production overseas to avoid these tariffs is Harley Davidson. Since the rise in tariffs has increased their costs in sending products overseas from 6 to 31%, it will cost them less to move the production and take jobs away from Americans, something they will need to do to continue to prosper as a business. The Associated Press reports that President Donald Trump has used Harley Davidson as an example of a U.S. business that is being harmed by trade barriers. Yet Harley has warned consistently against tariffs, saying they would negatively impact sales. The motorcycle company is not the first American business to feel the effects of Trump's ill-advised trade war. Farmers in states like Missouri and Illinois will suffer from China's threat to stop importing soybeans from the U.S. because of the 25% rise in tariffs. In early April, Beijing warned it might impose a 25% tariff on soybeans as well as duties on other major U.S. agricultural products, including corn, wheat, cotton, and beef. It followed the Trump administration's threat to slap tariffs on Chinese products including consumer electronics and robotics. China buys roughly half of the U.S. soybean exports, and about 1 in 3 rows of soybeans grown on the nation's farms goes to the world's second-largest economy, according to the American Soybean Association. The continued effects of Trump's tariff wars remain to be seen, but one thing seems abundantly clear: the record-setting number of months of continued job growth under Obama, from which Trump has benefited as president, will soon become a trend of the past.